This is Cult of the Lamb, a game where I am a lamb. And my goal is to start a bloodthirsty cult that's capable of world domination, while also getting as many achievements as I possibly can in just 100 days. The cult will grow. Alright, let's just get into it. Let's just go. Let's just game. After a less than savory introduction text, I found my little lamb dude walking along a long, broken stone bridge. Oh man, I'm trapped. They're so mean to me. What did I even do again? What is their problem with me? I had to kneel to be sacrificed before 4 very ugly gods who basically just had to kill me to uphold their weird old god beliefs. Hey man, they're just following the rules, I guess. I don't know, kind of unfair for me though. Oh, I died. My ass is dead. Dead as a dodo, I found myself in some sort of creepy afterlife where I came across the one who waits, and he told me that these creepy old gods, they were called the bishops, had committed murder to stop us from getting here and meeting. Obviously this was a little bit of a failure and I had been sent straight to him, so creepy old god 0, creepy other guy 1, I guess. I will give you life again, but at a price. All I ask for you is to start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? And with that medium sketchy deal, I was reborn. A sword in my hand and determination unlike any other sheep in the land, I was determined to start the best cult around. Cult time! Let's go, dude. I'm down. Oh, and I got my very first achievement for finishing this first cutscene. Deal with the devil. Moving on to the next section of our map, I came across a little animal called a ratau. Ratua? Who cares? Fear not, I am Ratau. Once a chosen vessel like you, but those days are lost to the wind. I was sent to guide you. We were deep in the lands of the old faith and in grave danger. My instructions are to lead you to safety, continue through the woods, escape lies ahead, I will be close by. In true video game fashion, I found out his job is to lead us to safety, as this area posed a grave danger to me. I found out that the old faith owned this area, whatever that meant, it was probably stolen by the bishop, something like that. Ratu seems kind of chill. Chill he was, very chill, I agree. But for each of the areas in this game, I could hack and slash, defeating the enemies in these modular room dungeons. This would let us move closer to where Ratu needed us to go, step by step, and these enemies would also give me treasure chests with spectacular loot in them. 1 gold. I'm rolling in it, dude. Almost at the end of the first section, Ratu alerted us to another soul about to be sacrificed. Apparently, if I save people from certain death, they'll be indebted to me and join my cult. Very neat. A little chicken. And with that, I had my very first follower. Ironically, the name for this achievement. Using a deadly star cult teleporter powered by the red crown that sits atop my head that I'd gotten earlier from the one who waits. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just playing the game. I don't really know what's going on ever. I headed off to the fallen ruined temple where I could start my very own cult. And with that, the first level was completed. I'm going. Time to go to the cult. I'm pulling up. No damage taken, plus 50% on new items. Nice. I chose medium difficulty despite the unrelenting taunts from my chat, and shortly after, Ratu explained to me the process of setting up my cult ground and indoctrinating my first poor cult members. This is the OG. My cult members can collect resources for me, but I've got to provide them with food too. If the place gets too dirty, my followers will die and they'll be very unhappy. I can also decorate this place with items I find in the dungeon from chests. I got some resources of my own and built a cooking fire. I was cooking for sure. Well, I will be a generous leader. I will feed my followers well. Most people who play this game are horrible to their followers. It's just the thing you do, but not me. Not me at all. I wanted to challenge the status quo to truly embody the best of what our leaders should be. I wanted to be the very first nice cult leader. Ratu popped up again telling me I had to build a shrine, which I could unlock by getting more followers and more gold. How would I do that? By crusading through more of the lands owned by the old faith, where I found Haley in the first place. You guys want some lore too? It turns out the bishops, the creepy old gods, trapped the one who waits, the other creepy dude who I'd gotten a deal with. I'm really regretting that deal, I can't even lie. And each of the other 4 bishop guards a chain that keeps them stuck in the death realm. So our job is to kill each of the bishops and free the guy who gave us our second chance at life. Oh, go. Okay, we gotta go crusading again. So I entered into the Dark Woods, the first of my many crusades. Crusade number 1. I got myself 3 hearts to work with, a decent amount, but nothing too crazy, and started hacking and slashing my way through the levels once again. I was harvesting as much as I could. My 2 objectives here were getting followers and gold. Alright, we're getting coins. That is what we need. We do need coins. That's pretty true. I also found out how to get new perks, tarot cards. I could find these in dungeons, just like this one, as well as a variety of other spots around the game. Here's the one I got right now. I easily wrecked my way through Darkwood, and I came face to face with the first of the 4 bishops, Leshy. You were put to the blade, lamb, as all your kind were, and yet here you stand before me, unrepentant. The crown, his power, could it be? But I'm stronger still. Turn tail and run, little lamb. He left us with a warning, which I promptly ignored to get a shiny new weapon, the Crusader Blade 2, allowing us to deal more damage. And soon after, Leshy, the bishop who owns this area, sent a monster follower of his to try to kill us, the very first mini-boss of the game. Okay, that was pretty easy. It turns out the mini-bosses are actually very nice people, and I just had to free them from the control of evil, so our second follower was recruited and the next achievement was obtained, Death to the Non-Believers. I got to choose between 3 chests, and I decided I wanted the berries since food is always a little bit of a problem early game, I've noticed. I also found this weird dude with a tent who gave us tarot cards, but I got to choose, so I snagged the Lover's 1, give me 1 extra heart. Quick disclaimer, there's 3 types of heart in this game. There's the red hearts, which are permanent, blue hearts, which only last the duration of 1 dungeon run, and disease hearts, which are the exact same as the blue ones, except they damage all enemies when you get hit. After that encounter though, I now had 15 tarot cards unlocked. But hey, look at all the stuff we got. Back to base, I got the grips with 2 more game mechanics. Devotion was the first. Followers either work or worship. Worshipping followers generate devotion for you to collect. The first shrine was ticked off and I could begin collecting this devotion. The second mechanic was the Divine Inspiration, a skill tree of sorts that would allow us to spend the devotion points to unlock new buildings and whatnot. Let's frickin' go, dude. This is quite the skill tree. Look at this go. I built a temple allowing us to hold sermons to allow our guys to keep their faith strong, which means they'll generate more devotion. And achievement 4 for choosing the very first doctrine. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys, I could also hold rituals by sacrificing the bones of my enemies and shape my followers' minds to whatever I wanted. So yeah, pretty fun, I suppose. My first sermon was Hearts of the Faithful. Give me a permanent extra half heart. Oh, you thought that was it? Nope, we got another mechanic. Apparently our god dude can send us crown abilities, which seem very strong. They're basically just like a bonus attack I can use, so, you know, it's always nice to have more options. But picking up my next weapon, the Apostate's Cleaver 1, which gave me extra damage, but less speed, you know, trade-offs. I was now back into the lands of the Old Faith. This time I wanted the Commandment Stone Fragment, which I could use to declare doctrines, basically rules for my cult to follow. So I started wrecking my way through Darkwood, grabbing my next tarot card, Divine Curse, meaning my spells would consume less fervor, which is the stuff I need to collect to use spells. And I also got more tarot card choices. I decided to go with Divine Strength, giving me an attack rate of 1.25, Master of Art, increasing my overall weapon damage from 1.2 or 20%, and the Arachnid, which dealt poison damage when I struck my enemies. I also upgraded my axe to the Apostate's Cleaver 3, then turned yet another mini-boss into a loyal compadre. No, if I'm on medium mode, I should first try every boss, otherwise I'm garbage. With my prize this time being 16 lumber. I had a quick pit stop check-in with our Lord and Savior, the one who waits. He was surprisingly chill for, like, you know, his looks, but I don't know, I didn't really trust him, to be honest. Then I was back to home right away to declare my first doctrine, Bonfire Ritual, increasing my cult's faith by dancing around a fire. And I also got my new follower too. An ordinary game. Looks like it's cut off once again. You are obedient and faithless. Okay. Back to the main dungeon, and quickly I had gained the Heart Tarot card to get an extra half heart, picked up the Lover's Tarot card to get a full new heart, and got a feather necklace which I could give to a follower and it would increase their movement speed so they could do stuff faster. There's another collection in the game I didn't yet know about, the Decorations, which let me spec out my base with cool items like this tree-stumped lamb statue, as well as these wooden lanterns I would unlock soon after. On my way to the mini-boss, I was given a challenge by an NPC to not dodge for 3 rooms in a row. Of course, I accepted, and of course, I decimated it like it was nothing. My next tarot card was True Speed, giving me a 10% crit chance, and my next weapon was the Flaming Shot, letting me shoot a piercing bolt of fire. It's honestly not that good. The only really strong perk ones are the one with Pierce. I also found a new NPC, a massive yellow bird guy called Kudai, who gave me the choice of 3 even better new weapons. One was the Apostate's Cleaver 2. Again. But yeah, you know, I dispatched yet another mini-boss and brought him into our loving culty embrace, and this prompted me to give the cult a name as well. So I decided to go with the Guggers. Perfect. Okay. Sweet. Nice name. I like it. Still love it now. The One Who Waits also gave me another doctrine, Read Mind, so we can read the thoughts of our followers and determine how sick, tired, and hungry they were, and if they were kind of just enjoying their time in the cult. And you know me, I'm a nice guy. I want them to all be happy. Afterwards, I ran the Bane Weapons Sermon, allowing me to roll a chance of poisoning enemies when attacking. Then we all took part in our first bone-burning bonfire ritual. Bit of a tongue twister. That gave us the next achievement, Crosser of Thresholds. Very cozy. Like I said, I love fire. Then I spoke with Ratu a little more, and he let us know that if I could make my own followers as loyal as possible, they would give me everything they owned. Very critical. Speaking of followers, I now had 5 of them, and that came with an achievement as well. The flock grows. I knew that being a nice cult leader would pay off, and to prove that further, I unlocked sleeping bags and farm plots in my divine inspiration tree, giving my followers a lovely place to rest at night, and eventually food for them to eat. If I'm chill with my followers, like, they'll be nice to me, you feel me? Alex came to me with a quest, and he said that we should cook grass meals. The people wouldn't like it, but they should just eat it anyway, and to be honest, I agreed. You know, I'm not that nice, I'm just kinda nice. Shadow Money W also wanted all the waste cleared up, so I did that too. Then I unlocked more farming thing in the Divine Inspiration Tree, the Farming Bundle, giving our cult access to Farmer Station and Seed Silos, meaning all the followers that I assigned to it would farm for me. How nice. I can tell this game is going to be a big back and forth between heading into the dungeon and managing my cult's temple. However, when I left the temple this time, I found our friends Ratu's cottage. We made a quick stop in there to drink some tea and play a game of Knucklebones, which is a cool mini card game in Cult of the Lamb. I also snagged myself a big gift to raise the loyalty of a follower before diving into the cards. Right, so, wait, I did not read the instruction. What am I doing? Okay. He's getting kind of rolled. Oh, he's so cracked. I needed a 5. Oh, I'm trash. More difficult than I thought, but I finally beat him at his own game. Achievement! And snagged the Game of Chance achievement for doing so. I then got the tarot card as a consolation prize, the hearts too, giving me an extra heart when I found it. After some more degenerate gambling, I decided I wanted even more dopamine, so I went out into the dungeon to grind out some gold. I also wanted to see if I could beat the first of the 4 bishops, as he was the final boss of this area. Alright, I need money, and then I'm going back and beating Ratu as soon as I can. Literally as soon as I can. I got a pop-up informing me of a special event that was going on in the game, the Blood Moon, allowing me to unlock an exclusive ritual, find ghosts, and get cool new follower skins. For this dungeon run, I equipped the Bane Sword and the Divine Blast 1. The bishop that I was about to eventually murder showed up as well to drop passive-aggressive comments, and he was starting to annoy me a little bit, but that's okay, because he will be dead soon. Oh, this guy's back. Hey, dude. How's it going, my favorite green creature? I came here looking for gold, and gold is exactly what I got, alongside some new sick decorations for my base, like this Stonehenge, and 2 new tarot cards. The gift from below, letting me have a 10% chance to gain a heart when killing an enemy and diseased heart, meaning when I'm hit, I'll damage everything on screen. And after grabbing some brick flooring decorations, a fisherman showed up. Oh my god, a fish guy. He showed us a new location to check out on the map, Pilgrim's Passage, and I decided to visit here at some point in the future. I don't really want to do it right now. Yo, new location. Okay. But for now, I was on the lookout for coins once again, as well as any items I could get, like this flower necklace. What's the catch? What is the catch? The catch is you have to gamble it all. True. With my pockets full of coins after that, and a new Bane axe I picked up before the fight, I was ready for the first proper boss fight, Leshy, the Bishop of Darkwood. I got the Master of Art Tarot card before I went in, giving me increased damage of 1.2x, or 20%, and with this, I was confident. About to dominate the first boss. Who's ready? Who's ready? The fight kicked off with a bone-chilling boss transformation. This guy's not that scary, but I feel like he's gonna get scarier, probably. Yep, he definitely is. Hey, you know, I handled it pretty well though. Slowly but surely, the lamb began wearing down his health, and I was determined to get revenge on the 4 bishops who had condemned me to death in the first cutscene, and this was the very first of 4 I wanted to finish. His burrow underground and spit poison attacks were no match for my movement skills, and even though the battle did get harder as it went on, robbing me of one of my damage list achievements, before long, Leshy was no more, and achievement got. With Leshy defeated, that meant the first of the 4 chains holding the one who waits shattered, meaning he was slightly less trapped. And I also got money, a Leshy trophy decoration item, and most importantly, my first Heart of a Heretic, which allowed me to unlock more OP crown abilities. Let's go, dude. Very hype. Yo, they're welcoming me back. They're hyping me up, dude. Back home, I finally upgraded the Divine Inspiration Tree to Cult Level 2. Yeah! Cult upgraded. As well as welcoming in our new recruit to the temple. Our crown upgrade we got from killing Leshy was Darkness Within, allowing me to get diseased hearts at the beginning of all my crusades. Crusades, they're just the dungeon runs I'm doing. I don't know if I've called them that before. I figured I may as well clarify. Check this out. With the doctrines, I can teach my loyal minions all about murder. Just kidding, I'd rather give their dead souls an ascension to heaven instead, so I chose that one. Remember guys, I'm being nice. I'm being so kind. The actual upgrades on the tree were getting way better now too, with perks such as Might of the Devout. Basically, I just get better weapon choices from it, and Shelters, giving me a huge help at this stage of the game. Dude, we are a great team. Let's go. Good job, team. Before I forgot, I went on an outing to the Pilgrim's Passage. Remember, this is the place our fisherman friend unlocked for us earlier. Oh my god, look who it is! And after speaking to him and his giant fish eyes, he's definitely not a fish though, don't worry about that guys, he taught us the art of casting out a rod and getting a fish. I can now seize the ocean's bounty. Am I stupid? There's literally no fish. There's a very normal looking lighthouse in the fisherman area too, but when I entered, it turned out to be anything but normal. Wow, who dares enter our sacred house of light? Talking to the robed axolotl who seemed to be in charge, I found out that their actual leader had disappeared in the night. They're now stranded in darkness because nobody could figure out how to light up the fires in the lighthouse. Well, lucky for me, I'm a self-starter, so I lit those fires up with ease and got an achievement, Bringer of Light. Unfortunately, I did not get to control these little dudes to carry out my will right there and then, but they did devote themselves to my cause, so more brainwashing is always a win in my books. I was sure fishing would come in handy for making sure all my cult followers were fed and nurtured properly, so I practiced that for a little bit, and the fisherman gave me this weird fragment of a spiky stone. We'll figure out what that is later. And a new tarot card, Neptune's Curse, which means enemies can have a small chance to drop fish when I got it in Crusades. Despite the fisherman breathing down my neck, stop! I know I messed it up! I caught that damn fish and it was time to go. Not before getting another quest from a fisherman to catch a crab, octopus, lobster, and squid, as if that wasn't literally his job. Dude, just go fish. That is what you're supposed to do. Morning dawned on the 7th day as I returned to Ratu, my beady eyes filled with the thought of all the coins I would win gambling. Time to go dominate this guy. He has stolen far too much of my money. Some great luck, combined with a little bit of great skill, resulted in the W for me. GG, I'm the greatest. Back at home base, the next Divine Inspiration building unlock was the Missionary. This let me send my followers on a holy quest to gather resources. Inside the church, my sermon unlocked the chance to pick up vampiric weapons for lifesteal. Then my latest doctrine spread the word that my followers were to adapt the faithful trait, meaning my devotion production would increase and they would adore me even more. Remember, devotion is what we use to unlock new buildings on the Divine Inspiration tree. Confusing? Kind of? Not really? A little bit. I don't know. Stick around. It's only gonna get better from here. Suddenly, out of the blue, my loyal servant Grimothy came up to me with some shocking news. He accused Coda, my other loyal devotee, of being a spy in our camp. Coda, is this true? I had to drop what I was doing and sort this out. But it couldn't have come at a worse time too, since I had just built this demonic summoning circle to allow followers to join me on crusades. Upon confronting the alleged traitor, I found nothing suspect, but I wasn't sure. Coda is on thin ice, I can't lie. We'll keep an eye on them. We'll keep an eye on them. So I went back into the world for another crusade. One chain down, dude. We're making good work. Before turning my focus to the second blade of the bishops, Hecate, I wanted their achievement for getting a no damage run on Leshy, so I took a quick detour to bash our way through more enemies in Darkwood. These guys were a hell of a lot stronger now, but the weapons were stronger too. Vampiric Axe 4 and Ichor Throne 4. I can now have lifesteal and shoot black Ichor projectiles. Even the tarot cards look stronger too. Master of the Art, overall weapon damage increased by 20%. These damage increase buffs were really starting to get nice on each run. Well, I did not end up getting the no damage run on Leshy. That dropped out of the sky very fast, and we'll just also ignore the fact that I not only failed in my attempt, but also got really close to 1 heart as well. At least there's my new decoration item though, the Leafy Lantern. So exciting. On my way back through the afterlife to my camp, I bumped into our boy, the One Who Waits. He casually dropped an OP ritual unlock as he does, and we can now sacrifice followers to unlock new abilities and weapons. Sacrifice a follower, grow your strength, and unlock. Oh man, I don't wanna. Okay, let's pause for a second. Hear me out. So, I had a quest. Benny Angel was begging for minced meat made up of one of his fellow people, Alex. Alex was annoying me, and you never know, he could be the spy that I mentioned earlier, so I swear I'm not a bad leader. This was the correct move to make, I promise. Looks like I got another reason, so see you, buddy. All right. And we got an achievement. 2 actually. The first death and sacrificial beast. Ouch. I then took his meat and fed it to Benny Angel, and that got us 1 more achievement, Cannibal. All right, Benny. I mean, I guess you can have the follower meat if you want it. We got an achievement. Okay. You're enjoying it at least. He really is. Like, look at him go. Oh my God. Why does he love it so much? I knew you could do it. You truly are divine. His ass is not normal. And to top it off, 3 new curses unlocked for my sermons. Remember, curses in these games are just like spells, so if I say curses, I just mean spells, just don't get mixed up. I also now had the ability to build stone mines and lumber yards, which was the first step in a lot of follower-led resource generation. It's always nice to outsource these jobs. All right, some people are gonna have to go work on the farm. I made up for all this friendly fire by choosing a divine power to inspire my followers instead of intimidate them because I'm very nice. I think they should be loved. I told you guys, I'm a chill-ass leader. Quick shout out to all my followers so far since you guys all donated to get in here. Benny Angel, Coda, An Ordinary Gamer, Alex, Shadow Money Wizard, Grimathy. So yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it. As it turns out though, I did actually have the exact amount of required followers that I needed to unlock the door to Bishop Hecate's domain, Anura, so I went there next. Yeah, weapons are for sure getting better now. The Tempest Gauntlets 4, giving 2.4x damage, but 0.8 speed. They were pretty nice. Since you've got a combo going, it would do a bunch of extra damage on the final attack. It was pretty sweet. I also got the Point of Corruption for dealing punishment. Sweet. The necklaces I was getting seemed to be pretty similar, just little abilities. This nature necklace made it so followers who had it harvested bonus resources. And the Terran name cards were changing colors too, or am I just imagining that? I don't know, I think I'm just going literally insane. Fervor Harvest was on the card, letting all the enemies drop 3x more fervor. It was pretty nice, I guess. I took a break though to rescue a dude from getting eaten by a spider before Hecate showed up.
Pathetic, sniveling, vile puppet of the Red Crown. You have felled the youngest of us. We are the bishops of the old faith. We protect against heresy such as yourself. We are the guardians of the true world, and we will not tolerate such blasphemy. Your sins are many, and for that your loyal followers must suffer. They shall starve. No. No, my goat. Where am I? Leader? No way. Alright, I have to hurry, dude. I have to hurry.
Maelstrom V. What a freaking badass name for a weapon. Holy. Same with Bane Gauntlet 5. That's cool. But I made my way onto the mini-boss.
Gusion.
But he was no match for me. As per usual. Okay, I might have taken a couple hits, I can't lie.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
But overall, it was fine.
New follower. Let's freaking go.
Our rewards yielded a new follower as well as a moon necklace. Much like before, this return to base camp yielded a talk with our boss, the one who waits. He gave us a chest that we could sell stuff in, so that was pretty useful honestly. It's basically just a shipping bin from Stardew Valley. But after that massive raid, I collected a lot of new followers, so I needed to get them all indoctrinated, and then guess what? We got the Gain 10 Followers achievement. Easy stuff. Flock of many. I did a sermon called Fervor of Righteous to increase total fervor storage. Then right after, I did a doctrine in which I chose Ritual of Enlightenment, allowing me to perform a ritual that would increase devotion generation by 20% for 3 days. Pretty decent. I only realized around now how freaking annoying this game can be. You need devotion to get buildings, you gather devotion, you run sermons, unlock doctrines, find crown abilities. So you guys keep it out because I'm omega lost. But I think I'm just a little slow. Unlocked refineries, did a little bit more fishing. I had to get the food supplies up, and I even found a tarot card shop, which was kind of cool. And at 25 gold each, I bought Nature's Boon, letting me harvest bonus resources. Then, with my many devoted followers grinding away gathering resources, I headed back to Anura, aiming to kill the second Bishop's mini-boss. My new Vampiric Axe and Death Sweep weapons. Death Sweep was particularly cool. I could charge it up for a, quote, devastating melee attack. It was basically just a cool scythe. I ended up meeting some weird people this time too. First, I stumbled upon some little shroom dudes who were on the hunt for their menticide mushrooms for their bosses. Too bad they didn't know how to get them, so I had to grab them for them, and in return, they showed me the location of their spore grotto where they lived.
Okay, we need to get this dude mushrooms. Freaking mushroomed, guys.
Then secondly, I came upon Chimak, an owl hanging from the ceiling who unlocked relics for us. These were special items that had to be charged up by dealing damage to non-believers, but when fully charged, it would perform a very cool, unique attack or action of some kind.
Who is this guy?
Some of them were limited to one use, but a decent amount of them were actually reusable, which was super nice. Then I picked up Allah's teeth. I don't want to be carrying around your teeth, man. Why, dude? But lastly, the bishop returned to speak of their plans.
5 points to a pentagon, 5 points proponents of doom, 5 siblings stood abreast, 5 gods, and 1 tomb. Bars.
Like the blood of my enemies. The plot thickens. Okay, quick rundown of all the weapons and items I got on this run. Camilla Bed Decoration, Iker Throwing Weapon level 5, the Flaming Shot, and the Master of Art 5 Tarot card, which gave me increased damage all the way up to 1.5 for the run, which was very nice. I was getting pretty close to fighting Hecate, but first, another mini-boss awaited.
Eligos, I want to beat this. I'm so dead. I'm omega dead.
Okay, I didn't die, but honestly not my proudest moment. I teleported my new follower and just got the hell out of there. I was feeling a little bit of shame, I can't lie.
There we go. Another mini boss down.
Back to base once again. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Our daily routine of rituals and sermons seemed to be working. I now had level 2 upgrades for my divine inspiration, and it turns out we could actually upgrade our buildings and make them a lot better as long as we just kept collecting devotion from our followers. When we upgraded the missionary, it meant I could send 2 followers on a holy quest at once, which was super nice, since you can get actually really annoying to get items just by sending people off, so I didn't really have to worry about collecting them as much. The next doctrine was a choice between having a day of rest when I cast it, or allowing the followers to work 3 days and 3 nights without getting tired. I know I was meant to be the good cult leader, but I definitely chose to put them to work one, I can't lie, guys. I'd also unlocked outhouses, so my followers now had a bathroom. Surely, no one would want to do anything else with a poop, right?
I've always wanted to eat a meal made of poop. Will you help me satisfy this dark desire? Okay.
Never mind, man. These dudes are weird. I don't even want to be here anymore. I hate this cult. I then took a breather from the constant crusades to check out the next location on our map, Spore Grotto, as well as meeting the mushroom researcher Sozo himself.
Let's meet this guy. Greetings, traveler. Me? Why, I'm Sozu, of course. Researcher of all things mushroom. Guess that makes me a fun guy. Haha. Just a little joke Sozu likes to tell. That's actually a good joke, I can't lie.
It was also a little weird, but we needed him for the quest, but surprise, surprise, he ended up giving us a quest. Everyone's so needy in this damn game.
Okay, I'll get you the mushrooms, dude.
Sozo was right. Mushrooms were easy to get. I entered into Anura and found them within a couple of rooms right next to this tarot card's Fervor's Harvest, giving us double Fervor's drop. Again, super nice for the run. I like this.
Oh, it's another dude who's village got burned down.
Heka began waffling about something again, and she cast a freaking famine on my followers. Not nice.
It was not so long ago that we cast out the Red Crown, a mere 1,000 or so years. The heresy it preached could not be tolerated. Such noxious ideals, it could not be allowed. For this most damning of sins, the retribution must be slow and painful. I cast a famine upon your cult. With greed and ambition unchecked, it drew godly blood. Really? Can you stop? It's the most annoying one.
Look at this item we got here. Kalura's neck hair deals damage to all enemies based on the amount of tarot cards we add. Pretty cool, but remember the bird dude we get the tarot cards from? That's his hair. Not cool, man. Speaking of Klonak, I got another tarot card from him right after. True Sight, giving me a 10% chance to deal a critical hit. I really like cards like this. It just kind of increased damage. I'm a bit of a damage cell. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I fought the next mini boss, Zepar. It was honestly so easy that I almost forgot to mention it, so one more follower required for as long as he lives. There are now so many followers at my base now, we'd almost recruited the entirety of Pelican Town.
Okay, no, indoctrinate the people first. Get some more fellas in here. I'm chilling with the pink cat.
The sermons were crazy with all of these followers. We had a really nice cult going, I can't even lie. I also unlocked the Heart of the Faithful too, giving me yet another half heart. So far, this game was really easy, but gonna change later. I'm really bad at roguelikes, guys. Just really terrible, genuinely. But of course, we have to do another doctrine as a big cult now. The question, should I collect taxes or unlock the ability to bribe my followers for loyalty? I chose taxes because who doesn't love to give taxes, not pay taxes.
Let's go give little brother mushrooms.
I dropped off the mushrooms to Sozu and he was so happy, he even gave me another piece of that mysterious red crystal. The fisherman gave me one earlier too. What could it possibly be for? We were about to find out. Sozu still wanted more mushrooms though, so I had to go get more.
What is this? Oh wait, I'm so close to unlocking it.
I liked my earlier break, so I decided to take a little bit more time out from questing and adventuring, and visited my fisherman buddy to chill out and do a little bit more fishing. When out of nowhere, I fished up a relic from the water, the beak of the fowler, instantly refills fervor with a fast recharge speed. Very nice. I came back to base all happy and joyful when, suddenly, disaster struck.
No! Ordinary gamer, please no. Don't die.
Ordinary gamer was about to die. My friend, my loyal friend, man. But I had one last idea for what I could do with him.
What if I did ascend? Ordinary gamer, I think I might have to ascend you. It's so freaking sad. He was the hardest worker, dude.
Goodbye, my friend.
It's so sad. I'm sorry, that's so messed up.
I'm scarred, man. I can't even lie, man. I'm just scarred as hell. I then unlocked prisons for my fellow crime-committing followers, as if they weren't already scarred enough for what I've done to them, then pose another moral question in the form of a doctrine. Should I declare a fast, meaning everyone couldn't eat or be hungry for 3 days, or do I throw a grand feast to refill their hunger and gain more faith? I decided the feast, of course, because I'm a nice guy, remember that. I'm trying to be a nice cult leader, it's hard, but I'm doing my best. Then I unlocked the Weapon Mastery Sermon, so each weapon would now have their own unique heavy attack. Okay, that's enough caring for my flock. It was now time to head out into the world once more. I needed to fight Hecate, get more mushrooms, and get more gold.
Okay, I think it's time for another trip.
I rescued another poor soul from a spider, then headed into Anura once more. It not even been 2 seconds before I got the Vampiric Gauntlet 4, and I was so happy because this was the weapon I'd wanted for a while. I was gonna need it too. The enemies only got harder up in here.
Oh, the gauntlets, yes! Okay, the gauntlets are so good.
First up in the dungeon was Clawneck with his tarot cards as usual. This time I went for Death's Door, meaning that when we got down to half a heart, every enemy would deal 2 damage. Very helpful, although I've already seen it before. I found this egotistical little bird dude that was kind of like Reveal from Breath of the Wild.
I don't even want that egotistical bozo on my team. Hell no. I'm a man of morals and principles.
Don't like that guy. And I had to endure yet another spiel from Hecate.
What? Oh my god. We got the CEO of Wafflin over here.
I was starting to get a little worried about Hecate's boss fight. You know, we had been ripping into her for waffling too much. What if she turned out to be super hard and I ate my words? It's a possibility, I can't lie.
If this main boss shoots out the freaking bugs, then I'm gonna be big mad.
Well, no time to worry about that for now. It was do or die.
Here we freaking go, dude. Boss fight.
And there was yet another scary transition.
Make peace, you will not be living for much longer. Yeah, that's pretty wrong. Okay, maybe it's pretty true.
Hecate's form was pretty much that of a frog, and this meant that her abilities mirrored those of the frog enemies, which were by far the most annoying mobs I dealt with in pretty much the entire game. But I was ready for the challenge. I took damage immediately, so the damageless run was out of the question, but honestly that was the least of my concerns right now.
Aww.
This was definitely harder than the first boss. I simply could not keep up with the damage that was being done.
Ow, so much damage.
I was wrecked down to half a heart, clinging on to literally the last thread of life. But at this point, I turned into a man possessed, playing out of my mind on 1.5 hearts. I got the boss down to 50%, 10%, 1%, and then, oh, no. No. I died. I could not believe it, man. I was literally shocked. I was so shocked, in fact, that I had to replay my stream video because I literally could not believe it.
That is another level of actually unlucky. I'm so sad.
And with that, I got kicked right back out to my base. It was a good try though, I guess, and I could just pick myself back up and go again. But for now, I wanted to go do some more chill base building tasks before jumping right back into the boss, since I was still a little bit tilted, I can't lie, and I probably wouldn't play that well if I just went straight back into it. Okay, next option question for you guys. Would you let your cult become cannibals or let them eat grass? I chose grass because I'm normal. I'm not a freak like you guys, freaks. Next, I unlocked some propaganda speakers for my cult followers so I can make sure everyone hears me at all time, like this guy.
What's up, Benny? What can I do for you, man? I'd like some flowers from Darkwood Dungeon. Okay. Sure, man.
He wants flowers, and of course I obliged because who doesn't like flowers? I expanded out my farming capabilities by placing more fertilized crops and then began upgrading my house. Because of course, the middle of the night was the greatest time to do that. Yeah, don't know why I did that. It was not great timing. Sarcasm aside.
Oh wait, now they can't sleep? My bad, guys. Day 17.
Also, check it out. I unlocked offering statues so people can leave offerings in my name, as it should be. I then decided to go to the Lonely Shack for a couple more games of gambling. I mean cards. All skill, really true. This time I was facing Flinky the Snake.
Oh, and he cancels all of mine. Okay, wait, this is actually not looking great. I think I have to cancel that. Yeah, I'm getting rolled. Good try, team. It's Jover.
But like the Hecate boss, I was not leaving until I beat this guy.
Too easy, baby, he sucks. Okay, nice.
I even got a tarot card for this. Mithratism, immunity to poison, useless card and stupid name. I'm gonna say it, everyone's thinking it, I'm gonna say it. Get 666 coins achievement was my next aim, and I chose fishing as my means to do this. I didn't reach my goal of 666 though, as midway through I got rudely interrupted by a cloaked wolf in the water as he wanted a snack.
I'm hungry, starving, ravenous. I want a fish, a big fish.
Luckily I had the fish he wanted, and in return I got the last piece of that mysterious red crystal, and I was finally gonna figure out what it was. The crystal finally had all of its pieces, and it turned out it had actually unlocked a new mechanic.
A holy talisman.
Since I collected enough pieces to get a holy talisman, I could use them to unlock new fleeces. As a lamb, that made me very happy. Okay, each different fleece could be equipped and give me a different special power, but also probably give me a negative effect in return. This meant I could use them sparingly to choose a specific playstyle or kind of meta or way I wanted to play depending on how I was feeling. I peacefully left with nobody else annoying me. Just kidding. The lighthouse guys were back.
Oh, Lamb of the Light, may I beseech you once more for your aid?
And now I had to get crystals for these guys too. Yep. Just add it on to the quest list, man. Just chuck it in there. Who cares? Okay, rain check. Achievement-wise, I was doing pretty well. 13 done, a good amount to go. And I still had a decent amount of days left, so I still had time to do as much as possible. I also had 4 ongoing quests. Perform the Blood Moon Ritual, get Camellia for one of my followers, and then get crystals for the lighthouse guys, and most importantly, kill Hecate and Nora. Using the Holy Talisman to get a new fleece sounded sick though. That became my priority number 1, and I had a look at the different types I could get.
I kind of want the Fleece of Fates. You guys think I should get that one?
This fleece would allow me to draw 4 tarot cards at the start of every run, therefore gave me 4 cool buffs, but the catch was every other tarot card source would be disabled. Chad verified my decision.
It's ridiculously good. Okay, perfect.
And I got a new achievement. I was also looking fire as hell, so I do say so myself. Finally getting back on track for my goal of 666 coins, I sold some specific things back at base and got the achievement Hoarder of Wealth.
Perfect. Another achievement snagged.
Making my way back through the creepy labyrinth of Anura, picking up some cool items like the skull necklace and carved pumpkin decoration, it was now time to face Hecate once more. I picked the Bane Dagger 8 as my weapon of choice and headed on in. The revenge of all revenges was about to occur.
Okay. Time to maybe redeem myself. Let's see.
The fight kicked off, and this time, like Iron Man in Civil War, I knew her fight pattern, so I could actually do decent. I instantly rushed through the first half of the fight with all of my red hearts intact, swinging and slashing once more like a man possessed. Then the second half was pretty easy too. It was not even funny how easy it was actually. Hecate was dead, and the achievement was gained.
Lube down. Speak no evil. Let's go.
Got a bunch of coins, then grabbed the Heart of a Heretic, and the next chain binding, the One Who Waits, was broken. 2 down, 2 to go. Halfway, baby. And I got myself another trophy.
We got the trophy. I gotta start building these trophies, dude.
The One Who Waits was very pleased with us.
I enjoyed watching you destroy Hecate. Her arrogance was always destined to be her undoing. Your merciless pursuit against the old faith warms my cold, unbeating heart.
And guess who else was pleased? My cult.
Yo! What's up, everyone? Yeah, they're hyping me up, dude. Oh, however, they are starving.
I was living good right now. I just upgraded my demonic summoning circle to level 2, letting me summon double the amount of demons, and I just killed a boss, and all my cult loved me. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right? Nope, this game just couldn't let me have one single moment of happiness.
Oh, hello. I was not strong enough and I couldn't do it. No. What? And you die? Benny, you just freaking died.
My loyal companion, Benny Angel, was gone. F's in the chat. Literally, because, you know, Benny was in chat. I had to bury his body in a pit or grave to stop it from going rotten and causing other followers to get sick.
Do I not have graves unlocked? I don't.
Looks like his body's gonna have to chill here for a little bit. Everyone was depressed, despised me, and literally hated their life, but that's nothing a couple of sermons and rituals in the cult church wouldn't fix, right? Doctrine time. Do we cause all seeds to immediately be ready for harvest or make special fish more likely to appear? I thought the fish was more important since I could use it to get a ton of food, and, you know, food's always nice to have. Yeah. Everyone was still not happy, though.
The cult is not in great spirits right now. So let's like have a feast or something.
That still didn't really work, but I didn't really care since I just got a new OP crown ability by using Hecate's Heart of a Heretic, the Hunger. Once a day, I could eat a meal to temporarily obtain a blue heart, which was actually pretty nice, and I could eat a ton of them over a couple of days, have a ton of health when going into maybe a particularly challenging run.
Okay, let's go fish. Everyone hates me, kind of, but that's okay. Such is life, you know?
It was a good fishing trip. I got the lobster right away and the achievement Teach a Lamb to Fish for getting one of every single fish. I gave my buddy Fish the last remaining fish he needed for a quest, and Holy Talisman piece in return was obtained. Soon I would be able to unlock another fleece, and that would help us a ton in our upcoming crusade against the last 2 bishops. I was in a side quest completing mood, so I went back to Sozu again and gave him the rest of his mushrooms.
Yes, these will do just fine. Okay, Sozu will show you this ritual, but you must not show anyone. Stand back, or you will be infected.
And with that, I unlocked the brainwashing ritual, allowing me to unlock the faith of my followers at full for 2 days.
Okay, that is not that good, to be honest.
And I got another piece of Holy Talisman, which was actually pretty good. Thanks, Sozo, I guess. Back at base again, I collected some more resources, said hi to my peeps, and unlocked the sermon Fervor of the Righteous 2, allowing me to cast an additional curse. Remember, curses are just spells.
Okay, we're almost there.
Then got a new elderly dude called Sam in my cult.
Come on in, man. Sam.
I went back and forth between the Pilgrim's Passage for some fishing and the new Spore Grotto to make an offering to a small deity, you know, the usual stuff really. I also got some new tarot cards, Weeping Moon for 30% more damage during the night, Kin of Tuara to spawn a tentacle that damages enemies when I get hit.
The snail god. What is the snail? This fish guy sucks at fishing compared to me. I'm the goat, he is trash.
Then I met the wolf dude again. I love this guy.
Oh, he's back. My goat is back. It's the wolf feller.
Little lamb, we meet again. A beautiful night, is it not?
Say, how about another deal? I'm afraid the hunting tonight is sparse. Too many predators, not enough prey. If you give me one of your loyal followers, I'll give you something in return. Yeah, sure, dude. Whatever. I don't know. I'll give you the guy I took in.
He needed a sacrifice, so sorry, Sam, but the 100% rung is bigger than all of our lives. He was old anyway. It's not that bad.
Sorry, buddy. Good luck, dude.
But I at least got another piece of a holy talisman, which completed a full one.
Oh, we can get another one of the cloaks.
Sam's sacrifice was worth it, but I'm not sure if all my followers agreed.
Hey guys, don't notice if one of your buddies is missing. Just don't worry about that.
I also buried the dead guy from earlier because I unlocked body pits now, so that finally didn't have to be a concern of mine.
Okay, nice. Rest in peace.
I then saved another helpless follower from being eaten by a spider, and then it was time to enter the game's third area. The second was much harder than the first, so I was definitely on my guard, expecting another kind of difficulty jump, but it wasn't too bad.
One more chain down. And a new location, okay.
The area was called Anchor Deep, and it was underwater themed, which was very cool. The tarot card choices were also pretty cool, but the weapon I chose was not good at all. The War Maker's Hammer 7.
I don't think I'm gonna like using this weapon.
I was hoping Anchor Deep's Bishop, Calamar, would not waffle as much as his siblings, but that was not the case.
You said many vessels like you, one after another, and they all fall. I can't even lie, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was special. No way.
I wanted to get through this area as quick as possible so I could just keep focus on progressing and, you know, doing as much as possible in the 100 days.
All right, time to dominate this boss real quick.
But the difficulty was definitely beginning to ramp up.
Ow. Okay, maybe not dominate.
I took a moment to realize that literally half my cult have tried to kill me.
I'm so accepting. These guys have all tried to kill, like half my cult members have tried to kill me. But, you know, I'm just so chill like that.
I then decided I wanted to marry one of them since I'd unlocked that a while ago.
Should I just freaking marry one of my guys right now? Maybe I should.
I did some quick detours back into Darkwood and Anora for failed tries at damageless boss runs. Check out this cool relic, Laplace's Dice, a 50% chance to heal a heart or 50% chance to gain a spirit heart. I didn't get the damageless kills, but I did gain a ton of followers, so that's a bonus, I guess. Then I came back to base camp to find Grimithy causing a ruckus and telling me that his faith was shaken. Dude, I'm so nice to you, literally, how?
My cult is getting omega pissed at me. Grimithy, I'm disappointed. I kind of just want to kill them.
Of course, we couldn't have that, so after a definitely democratic vote, I built a prison and threw him right in there. Also, Sebastian died.
Why is everyone dying? Stop dying.
But moving onwards, I decided to do another doctrine decision. This time, it was a choice between all cult members worshipping privately or in public. I unlocked a new fleece, the Golden Fleece, which gave me an extra 5% damage when I got kills, but if I got hit, I'd lose the bonus, and in addition to that, I also took twice the damage. Honestly, not so good. I was so mad because I'd auto-equipped the cloak, and it hindered the damage I could do with my current weapon. But nothing I could change now, so I just had to move forward into Anchor Deep again. Then I built a tabernacle, giving non-worshipping followers a place of rest, and by rest, I mean they still have to pray to me. Then I just headed out. A shocking revelation from Calamar revealed that Ratu, our friendly guide from the start of the game, was actually just the person who used to do our job.
Your friend Ratu was the last vessel sent against us, the sniveling coward, or counts for him all equally pathetic and unworthy. Nothing quite humbles like disease. I cast another plague. God, these guys are so freaking cringe. Just learn to fight properly instead of using this goddamn crutch of illness, okay? You are trash.
Clonak gave us multiple tarot card choices in this dungeon run, and I chose Weeping Moon, which gave me 30% more damage during the night, which wasn't that useful since the night is a pretty small portion of the day, as well as Divine Strength, meaning my attack was increased by 1.5x, which was really nice. I ran into more of Rata's friend who challenged me into a game of knuckle bones, but I'll get into them later.
Oh, loose. My cult is literally falling apart. while I do this.
Then I got a new weapon, Tempest Gauntlet 7, but it actually was not enough. The second mini-boss in this area required all of my attention, but I actually died to the boss. It was just too difficult.
No, I suck. Okay.
Yeah, not even one of the big bosses, a mini-boss. This would not be my last death in Anchor Deep either. Then I had to tend to my cult, clean up the dead bodies, and assure everyone that their lives were indeed going to be okay. And the best way to do that? Giving gifts. So I went and gave a bunch of cheap necklaces to buy everyone's love. Then I snagged myself the Necromantic Weapon Sermon, giving me the chance to summon ghost minions from dead enemies, which was awesome. I then ascended a follower, so Haley's just gone? No, she's not dead, guys. That's crazy talk. Then Grimothy finally decided to stop spreading dissent in my cult, so I let him free from his prison. He finally learned, don't cross me, and you won't be in prison. It's that simple, my friend. I celebrated with another doctrine. Should everyone be born guilty, or should we value freedom over everything else? Freedom, of course. Honestly, I wasn't that committed to that, considering I had just released Grimothy from prison. In this ideal world, he would never have been sent to prison, but I digress. I then went right back into the dungeon to rematch that freaking boss that killed me before. The tarot card choices were sick too, especially this one, Divine Curse Plus, which basically doubled the amount of curses I could use, which was really nice for the duration of the run. I'd also gotten some decent weapons for this run, so I was feeling pretty hopeful that I could defeat these bosses, but this luck didn't last.
What? Wait, what? Did I just run into a random ass boss?
Then I died again. That's 2 times in a row. I've been killed when the boss is less than 10% health, and it was only gonna get worse.
I suck. I'm a noob. I'm a freaking noob.
It was at this point I realized that the difficulty had definitely increased, but that just meant I had to get better. It's that simple. And that started with getting my cult upgraded to Divine Inspiration level 3.
Cheaper rituals. That is gonna be super nice. And that also lets me get cult level 3. Okay, nice.
I also finally got around to doing the Blood Moon ritual.
Is this Halloween exclusive? I think it might be. Cool.
And then the 20 follower achievement was within our grasp, so I decided to focus my efforts on that for a short while to procrastinate this stupid dungeon. I went back into Darkwood to search and found that the luck with my tarot cards was continuing. The weapons at Darkwood were pretty cool too. I snagged a vampiric sword to start out with and a nice little relic that refilled my mana when I used it. Then I started searching high and low for lost people. I spoke to our spider captor friend multiple times, and at 19 I was so close to having 20 cultists in my cult.
I might be one guy off. Oh my god, am I actually gonna be one guy off? No!
It was a race against time to get the last person, since some of my guys were really old and might die soon, which would reduce the amount of people I had. But I found the last person trapped by some cultists, unlocked them, and achievement unlocked. Flock of All.
Getting 20 followers, let's go! Oh my god.
Just before ending the stream, I decided to do one more doctrine, deciding whether I should give gold to my followers in exchange for loyalty or collect more taxes. Then I got cult level 3 unlocked, then headed off. Okay, at this point, I can't remember if I already mentioned this in the script, but this video was initially meant to be a 100% video, but I realized partway through filming it that I literally just did not enjoy this game like at all, past like initially beating the game, of course. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to scrap the video, so I asked on my Twitter, and people seemed like they wanted to at least see me play the game, and I realized I'd played almost 100 days, so I decided I would transform this video into a 100 days video. Anyways, getting back into it. I kicked off the stream by getting rid of the pesky ghosts in my village, then faced my third opponent in the card game to get close to the Knucklebones achievement.
Let's go dominate Knucklebones real quick. Keep working towards that achievement.
This opponent was trickier and luck was not on my side.
Like, there's no way he rolls a 6 there. No way. Actually, no shot.
I got the W in the end though, of course.
That was close, I can't even lie.
Then we ran into our friend Ratu again, who thanked us for taking his role as cult leader, even though I did not ask or even really want to do it.
I must thank you. By relieving me of my duties, you've granted me what I desire most, peace.
And then he bragged about how much he gets to sit and play board games all day while we're locked in an eternal battle with demons. It was a really fun encounter for sure. The tarot card choices were ramping up now, Hands of Rage giving me the ability to fire a projectile from my weapon, and All-Seeing Sun letting me do 20% more damage during the day. And with those 2 more tarot cards, that was 27 out of 43 tarot cards as well, which was super cool as it meant we were halfway to completing them all. While my cult was sleeping, I snuck out in the middle of the night to anchor deep, my fingers crossed for a better weapon to take on these extremely difficult bosses.
Right, let's hopefully not get a hammer this time. It's really all I want. These aren't bad, but they're not great.
Anchor Deep had some really cool graphics, but the difficulty curve ramped up so much, even the normal enemies down here proved to be a challenge.
What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, it was just a stupid trick I had to perform to defeat it.
Okay, I probably should have paid a little bit more attention. I just took so much damage. That's annoying.
It was boss time. I got relics called Tarua's Tentacle to give me extra damage prep, and Galavar's Charm to make me increase in size. But for what felt like the billionth time, the boss fight was not looking good.
Well, time to get rolled by this boss, because I have 2 hearts.
And it was just as I thought. Killed when the boss was at low health. I'm just kind of seeing a pattern here, a pattern I'm not liking, for the record.
No, dude, I'm so sad.
But every time I get kicked back to the base, I see it as yet another chance to wake my poor flock up and get them into the temple, aiming for those ritual and sermon achievements. This started with unlocking a 50% cooldown reduction on rituals through my divine intervention. Doctrine, enlightenment through discipline or release of inhibition, aka do we let them do drugs or not? Hell no, we are enlightened over here. I'd almost entirely finished 4 to 5 of our Red Crown ability categories, and I was more than halfway up my huge skill tree. Might of the Devout 3 was next, and this put the level of the Crusade starting weapon up even higher.
Now they're happy. They love me. And then they will wake up to a whole bunch of cauliflower.
I'm the best leader. I can do literally nothing wrong.
There are not enough beds for everyone. Oh my god, there aren't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, almost nothing. I was in the middle of a mass level up across all of my cult when George came to me begging that we take in starving followers into our cult as he was worried about them. Man, he is very different to his Pelican Town namesake.
My cult is getting kind of humongous though.
But I really had to be getting back to my expedition, so I headed back in.
I'll chef him up a couple more meals and then I'm gonna go back.
See, Might of the Devout worked. The Vampiric and Divine Blast are now level 10 instead, but didn't actually end up helping because I kept dying. A very hard decision had to be made now. I kept losing in Anchor Deep, and there's a mechanic in this game called Demon Summoning Circle, which we haven't touched on yet.
Okay, I'm just gonna be a noob and like convert a bunch of people to demons because I literally can't win.
Basically, I can take my loyal followers and turn them into demons, which will give me extra abilities or hearts in the Crusades. So Jody and Drake will not only be my loyal cult members, but the demons that would help me beat these freaking mini bosses. This was surely it, I told myself. It did not help.
I literally can't win. Oh my god, I'm getting actually just rolled in every single way.
So it was back to the drawing board. I tried changing my controls to make it easier on my hands, which meant more fluid attacks, then headed in.
Alright, see if we can beat this mini boss, because I suck lately.
This relic, Shenru's Charm, was actually the opposite of the one we got earlier. It makes you smaller instead of bigger. Look, I'm very tiny. Also, Lewis died. Rest in peace.
Wish me luck on this boss. Probably gonna get dominated, to be honest, but you know, maybe I won't choke this time.
I prepared myself for another soul-crushing defeat, and it actually wasn't. No way.
Okay, we did it. Never mind. I'm goated.
Oh, okay. It was way harder than I anticipated, but it seemed I'm getting into some sort of rhythm at this point. And that was only 2 out of the 3 mini-bosses. We still had the big Bishop Calamar to go. Now that we were using the souls of the followers to become demons, I thought I might as well do something nice for them. I unlocked, then built, some healing bays so when they're sick, they don't have to stay sick for as long. And of course, another doctrine, appointing someone as my loyalty enforcer, it sounds very cool, or appointing someone as my tax enforcer. I do like money. It was a hard choice, but I preferred money over being liked. I needed to take a break back at base for a bit, and good old George being everyone's savior again.
Simple meals for a while? Sure thing, man.
I spent a bit of time catching up with some odd jobs, fishing, cleaning up the base, getting interrupted by stupid deaths.
Oh, bro just conked out. Bye, Grimathy.
Rest in peace, my friends. I did yet another doctrine as they were really fun and I like thinking about the questions. Sacral architecture trait, meaning every building gives +5 faith or all cult members get the devotee trait, so they gain a lot more faith when delivering a sermon. I preferred the sermon one because I did do a lot of those, so it just made more sense to take it. I then went around and did some more odd jobs until it was the last time to do something important again back in Anchor Deep. CEO of Waffle number 3 showed up again.
Oh, brother, this guy's back. Seems you cannot be stopped by disease or hunger, and he sends you back from death stronger each time. Please know, it was not my idea to cast out the Red Crown, the other bishops, my siblings. The blame lies with them. Please, I beg you, spare me. Kill Shawarma, but do not send me to my death. Do not send me to him. You will not find my temple. I will be safe there. Yes, I will be safe.
Ah, so he's actually a good guy and I shouldn't kill him? Yeah, okay. I totally believe you. Definitely.
Damn, this guy's just a fraud. He cringe as hell.
I then ran into Plimbo again. He told us his ship is his smuggler's sanctuary, Anchor Deep's a new area to unlock. We had Pilgrim Passage, then Spore Grotto, now Smuggler's Sanctuary as the third one. He also told us it was a new shop for legally acquired goods. Okay, dude, I totally believe you once again.
That's cap. It's okay though. I won't judge you.
Also, Rip Emily, died of old age, forever remembered. I kept fighting my way through Anchor Deep until I reached the next mini-boss, Bane Gauntlet 11 in hand.
Alright, we have 2 hearts to beat this boss.
After a fantastic strategy of attempting to use my Bane Gauntlet to deal poison damage, as well as some great dodging, the mini-boss was down.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I was so low. Jesus. Okay. Oh, okay. We take those, baby. We take those big time.
Finally, after hours of painstaking battles in Anchor Deep, it was time to face the scaredy cat Calamar himself. Oh, wait, I just realized Calamar, because he's a squid. A good one, buddy. You're so quirky. You're so funny. I needed to prep for some stuff, though. Divine Inspiration was unlocked first. We got the Shared Shelter, meaning multiple followers can sleep in here at once. Look how cute this wiki picture is, man. I prepared everything needed for the big fight, then murdered one of my cult members, as you do.
What? I didn't mean to do that. Oh my God. Dude, I fat fingered. Oh my Lord.
Take a look at the side of the screen, guys. In the space of 2 seconds, I kill one of my followers. Freaking Jeff begins spreading dissent among the rest. He's about to leave and steal 215 of my gold, and I was holding the bones and meat of my dear friend. Jesus, man.
We're standing around him and everyone is sick. Oh my, what an actual disaster. Good Lord.
I fixed the situation the only way I knew how. With love, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna marry someone, guys. I'm getting married. I know you're all mad, guys. Focus up, don't worry.
I wanted to do one more doctrine before I left. Do they believe in sacrifice? And if they do, I gain 20 faith when someone is sacrificed. Or do they believe in the afterlife and only lose 5 faith instead of 20 when someone dies? The second one, it definitely sounded better to me since I didn't really sacrifice the people that much, but people did die a lot because, you know, it's just how life works, guys. Next to prepare, I unlocked the Zealous Weapon Surgeon to make the fervor we collect increase our Divine Inspiration unlock ability. Then I beelined it out of there before anyone could realize my wedding trick. You know, they just love me now, it's that easy. After a quick visit to Smuggler's Sanctuary for a visit, Plimbo gave me a quest to kill these beasts called Witnesses that cropped up in place of our slain bishops and take one of their eyes. As usual in these areas, I got some more tarot cards, so I ran over and did a quick Darkwoods run for the Leshy boss. He was no match for me. Check out the new Zealous weapon, the Zealous Sword 10. I also got Hounds of Fate 10, which are a broken curse that you'll see later. I came back to Gus's dead body lying on the ground, but my mood was quickly lifted after seeing that because we unlocked the Farmer Station 2, and we had access to Cult 4 and our Divine Inspiration tree. This next doctrine was honestly pretty interesting. Should we allow dead followers to be brought back to life, or allow them to perform a ritual for a recently dead person? With all that prep done, it was time to chow down on some calamari. My 2 favorite weapons this time were the Apposite's Cleaver and the Ichor Throw.
5 becomes 4, becomes 3, becomes 2, becomes 1, becomes nothing. Calamar was always frightened of the Red Crown. Yes, fear made a coward of him. My door is the next to be knocked upon. Knock, knock. The lamb comes to raise. End of days, end of days.
Well, that was a weird conversation. It seems like this Shamura dude was the boss, but that didn't scare me. He would fall, just like the rest. Well, what in the world did he mean by 5? I thought there were only 4 bishops, but I would soon find out. In true gamer fashion, I entered the boss fight with low health.
Okay, 1.5 hearts. Time to get rolled, I guess. Well, wish me luck, dude. I guess I'll just let my combat speak for itself. Insignificant critter, you will learn your place. Who cares, whatever, I've heard them waffle enough times.
Again, the boss's attacks resembled those of the worst enemies possible, and it did not end well for me. But I was used to this by now. I had done the majority of the work in getting to the boss room, and it would only be a matter of time before he became fried calamari once again. Back at base, Jeff was no longer causing dissent to my cult because of my accidental murder, so that was good. I was closing into the last of the doctrines that needed to be declared for the achievements, only a few more to go now. Should everyone respect their elders, or should we encourage the sacrifice of elders? That was our next question.
We're gonna do respect your elders.
Before we could try Calamar's boss fight again, we had to tie up a few loose ends around the map.
I have been able to help this poor lighthouse for so long, and I've just totally forgotten.
A little bit before this, I'd unlocked the Curse of the Tundra on my Divine Inspiration tree, giving us yet another 3 curses to find, and then I got cult level 4.
And with this divine inspiration, I am cult level 4. Thank the good Lord.
This was another achievement as well, actually, Devotion. Back into Anchor Deep now, ready to try to kill this boss again. After Calamar, I would only have one bishop left to kill, Shamura, but he seemed way scarier. It's as if everyone is afraid to cross him for some reason.
Hapless Leshy, youngest of the 5. 'Twas his eyes he lost. Temperamental Hecate with her throat cut neat. Cowardly Calamar's ears torn from his head. And Sharmu, once the brightest of the 5, till their skulls were split. See no evil, speak not, hear nothing, think none. The one who waits made it so.
Again with this 5. Who could possibly be the 5th bishop? On my way to the boss, I grabbed a cool new spell that knockbacks enemies and freezes them. And then I headed into the room and got rolled. It was another death for me. I had literally no clue how I was going to do this. I didn't even manage to get him to 70% health. Quick intermission here for an achievement gained, the Last Doctrine. Would I let the bodies of dead followers become fertilizer, or should I generate faith every time people grieve at someone's grave? I chose the grieving, at least I would get something out of their pain.
Achievement, unlock all the doctrines.
And that was the last doctrine, so I got the gospel achievement. There's only one more thing I could think of doing to beat Calamar, changing the difficulty mode. I know guys, I'm a noob, but it had to be done.
Okay, if I do beat it here, I'm probably gonna go back and beat it again on medium, because this feels way too cheaty.
And yeah, expectedly, I beat him. Crazy, I know.
So, I'm too bad for medium, but easy is too easy.
But regardless, the 3rd bishop was now killed, both Calamar's trophy and his Heart of a Heretic was mine.
To be honest, I just feel kind of shameful now.
The one who waits was very happy with us, and so was our flock. They seemed to have forgotten about my murderous transgressions from earlier. I had to spend my Heart of a Heretic for an upgrade to my crown, and oh boy was this an absolute game changer. Resurrection allowed me to sacrifice a follower to be resurrected at the same place I died. That meant I could get a boss down to 30%, I could choke and die, you know, and then be resurrected and finish it off. And that was exactly what I intended to do. I rewarded my cult for being so forgiving with my murder weapons by unlocking more stuff for them.
Another quick little cult to level up.
And now merciless weapons would appear in my crusades. The ones we've already unlocked were Bane, Vampiric, Necromantic, and Zealous. This was the 2nd last tier too, only Godly came after this. Then I got my Demonic Summoning Circle to level 3, letting me take 3 of my follower demons with me at all times, and I finally opened the door to the 4th area, Silk Cradle. Fitting seeing as Shimoru is a spider, this place just seemed extra creepy.
Alright, back on medium difficulty, let's see if I'm terrible.
What was also fitting was the weapon choices. Merciless Dagger 10 and Cleansing Fire 10 seemed like good names for the final area. Shimura would be the next and final bishop to fall.
Oh, brother. What's up, man? He waits by the rocks of the darkened sea at the foot of a long, sudden drop. With the maw of pointed teeth beasts, the stutter of the heart then stopped. He was the 5th bishop of the old faith. Our brother, the one who waits. Back then he was known by the name Narendar. But as the millennia wore on, he grew discontent with his role. He began to question. He was gluttonous in his ambition. And in my imprudence, I loved him. For it, I lost my mind. For it, he lost his freedom. Can you fathom such betrayal, Lamb? Of your own turned against you? Would you like to find out?
So that is who the 5th bishop is. The one who waits. Our boss and the guy who brought us back to life was one of their brothers. But I wouldn't have time to ponder their words as Shimura turned Demetrius against me and I was forced to kill my fellow companion.
No way. No way. Goodbye, Demetrius.
Freaking hate this guy now. He made me kill my friend. Not fair. I got the Divine Blast 11 before heading into the first mini-boss, but my old weapon Cleansing Fire 10 had a name way more fitting for a spider's nest.
Alright, first mini-boss in the new area.
Okay, so I did die, but it was not a massacre like before. I got the boss down to less than 1/3 health. By sacrificing one of my cult members, I could revive right where I died.
Oh man, do I even want to sacrifice anyone? Alright, Adam, got bad news, man. I kind of want to beat this boss.
The boss was done, and I came back to find new followers waiting to be inducted.
What if I name this one Adam as well? So it's like he never died, you know, man?
You guys know the drill by now. Once I beat or get beat by a boss, I come home and do a bunch of cult building stuff, and that's what I did this time. I finally unlocked the confession booth as soon as I got home, and that gave me an achievement, Keeper of Secrets. After going back into Silk Cradle and listening to more lore from Shamura,
I'm not what I once was. Though no longer wise, I am no fool. I know the end draws near. I can take some comfort in confession. The blame hangs heavier on my neck. I introduced him to the ideas of change. For my domain is knowledge, and it is ever evolving. An organic state of being for myself, but for him, most unnatural. Death cannot flow backwards.
I got a 5th and final new location, Midas Cave, and with that came another achievement. The second mini-boss fell to my attacks easily. Usually after a victory like this, the one who waits would talk to me out of the blue, but the thing that paid us a visit this time was a little different.
Oh, okay, who is this? So thou art the creature causing this ether of the world to ripple and warp. It's been an age since I've made the acquaintance of a new sort of idol. Continue in this fashion, and we shall meet here again. If not, be thankful for our meeting now. I feel like he's not chill. Like, I feel like this guy's gonna kill me later. Like, on repeat.
Ignoring that for now, I went to check out the 5th location, Midas's Cave.
Welcome, welcome. Look, everyone, we have a visitor.
I got a new tarot card too. Ichor earned to drop black ichor upon hit. After wasting a ton of money, I left.
I wasted so much money going there. God damn it. We're buying the next lumberyard.
Unlocked the 2nd tier of Lumberyard, then visited my fisherman buddy before coming back to base, upgrading the stone mine and performing another sermon.
Might of Devout 4.
This meant the weapons in the Crusades would now be an even higher level, which meant more monster murder. Back into Silk Cradle we went, picking up the Necromantic Axe at level 13.
Aw, brother. Here's this guy again.
What is with these dudes and making me kill my followers? Rip Starving Guy 2 and Marnie.
Yo, more knucklebones?
And by knucklebones, I meant more wins for me. I made a note to fight and beat this guy later. I realized another of my followers, Arnold, was also spreading dissent about me, so I made a mental note to check on that after too. The weapon spawns were now at level 14, as proved by this merciless dagger. I wasn't actually sure how high they went, but I grabbed it nonetheless and proceeded forward. I was not going to complain about level 14 weapon. Unfortunately, I died to the spinning flame blades and had to come back to camp, but that wasn't an issue as I had loads to do back at base anyways. My earlier work in making sure devotion generation increased was paying off. Devotion was flooding in now. Unlocking outhouses tier 2 was the 3rd upgrade I've done in about half an hour, and like the sermons, we didn't have many left to tick off.
Alright, we're gonna upgrade the outhouses. Oh, I just realized everyone hates me. Whoops.
Made another snap decision with my future of my marriage, as you do.
It's very Caroline, bro.
And my rash decision was rewarded with a tarot card, the Lovers 2, giving me 2 extra hearts if I got it. Speaking of rash decisions, I couldn't be bothered dealing with Arnold causing trouble in the cult, so I just locked him up again as you do.
Get the freak to prison. God, you're annoying.
I actually remembered to go back and play some knucklebones with our latest challenger, and I knew this dude was renowned for being very difficult to beat, but I was ready.
Alright, he starts first. That's nothing to worry about.
And it was pretty easy.
Dude, how do I beat, like, the supposedly one... Oh, wait. Yeah, how do I beat one of the hardest guys on the first try, but all of the other easy ones take, like, so long?
And that was another achievement. I had officially beaten every single opponent at Knucklebones. Dude, I would actually play this in real life. It was very fun. Master of Chance and another tarot card too. Strength from within, so my fervor will slowly replenish over time. My next trip to Silk Cradle was a bit more fruitful. I got to face a mini boss this time. The weapons were pretty much the same, not that many crazy exciting ones, but they got the job done.
Who the freak is this guy? He was unlike the rest of his kin. For the others dealt with flux, chaos, famine, pestilence, and war. Things which in their constancy must transpose. And yet, it was the inevitable. The obstinate and irresistible. The one who waits. Truly peculiar, 'twould seem then. Appancy to invite the novel and the new. Break ancient vows and primordial bonds alike. Traditions stagnate and appetites augment, nonetheless. Doubt, tears, faith asunder. Okay, this guy just kind of waffles.
These relics and items were always just cut off body parts or weird ritual items. What is this, dude? Toe of Ice Gore. It's a weird name, man. I'm not a fan. And this one, Satiti's Tongue. At least with this one, I could summon bombs. Pretty sick, I guess.
Horus.
The mini-bosses, surprisingly, haven't been that difficult in this dungeon, even though the Silk Cradle is supposed to be the hardest one. I took some damage for sure, but it wasn't all that bad. I was fine, honestly.
Noob down, that was actually super easy.
As always, I recruited the boss dude to the cult. Sure, he tried to kill me. That's not how I judge people. I judge people on what's on the inside, you know?
How's it going, fellow? Come along to the good old-fashioned cult.
I'd proved that the mini-bosses weren't an issue, but I had some serious doubts about the big boss.
Alright, next one we fight the boss. I do not think I'm prepared, dude. I suck at this game. Holy. I actually might have to go to easy mode to beat this. I'm really bad.
Back home, my next upgrade was the Shrine Flame bundle. This was actually really cool, as the Shrine Flame would let me light the cleansing fire, whatever that meant. But, you know, I'll get more devotion from it, so I wasn't gonna ask too many questions. Anyways, I'd learned my lesson from Kalamar. I had to be prepared if I was to have any chance of beating Shamura, the 4th bishop.
Alright, let's snag me a couple of demons.
3 demons at my side, as well as 2 lives. Remember, my red crown power Resurrection gives me the ability to sacrifice a follower to revive myself in a fight. Surely, I could do this, right?
Here we go.
Woohoo! I didn't even make it 2 minutes without Shamura talking to me again.
Oh, brother.
I chose the Necromantic Gauntlet 13. This was really good for clearing the enemies and should give me the edge I needed in there.
He waits at the point of the sharpened blade, the fate that cannot be outrun. He waits in the eye of the raging storm, at the end of the long day done.
Cool. Reap your warning out of the way, it was time to kill this spider.
Okie dokie. I'm definitely gonna lose. Like, it is not gonna be close, straight up. We are gonna get Omega Roll, I believe, possibly, to be quite frank with you.
I started off the fight really well, dodged his relentless attacks, and actually got some really solid hits in. At this point, I pivoted my strategy. I changed controls halfway through to give me more of an advantage, and it seemed to be working. A single heart was left on my health bar, but he was half health already. This strategy couldn't work forever though. I was brought down to half a heart, but at this point, he only had 20% health left. My heart was fully racing. This was it. The 4th boss of the bishops, and he was gonna be dead in just a few hits. I had to stay alive, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that. So close to the end and I had died. Or so I thought. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking about in the comments. I know I had a full other resurrection life left, but in the heat of the moment, I forgot about that and thought it was over.
Bro, why am I so bad? Why do I always roll into literally the dumbest attack I've ever... Oh, wait, I can revive. Wait. Guys, I got some really bad news for some of you.
Sacrificing Jazz 2 would bring me to 2 extra hearts, so it was rip to her.
Alright, I'm so sorry, Jazz 2.
And after that, it was GG, game over. Shamura was down, the achievement and trophy was mine.
Oh my god. Defeat Shamura.
That was it. All 4 bishops were gone. Leshy of Darkwood, Hecate of Anora, Kalamar of Anchordeep, and now Shamura of Silk Cradle. All killed by a lamb. They are big noobs, and I'm the GOAT. I teleported straight to the door of my master, the one who waits, hoping he would be proud of me like the good lamb servant I was.
So what's up, dude? Shamura was weak, not wise. Their vision was too small to contain the multitudes of ones such as I. The time has come to face me. You shall have the honor of returning the red crown to its true bearer. I admit you've worn it almost as well as I could have myself. You sacrificed 1 follower to strengthen the cult, to strengthen us. Your appetite for death is something I can admire, Vessel, but the crown is mine, and none are worthy, none other than I. You shall lay down your life and return to me what is mine. After millennia, all may bask in the glory once more. But it cannot be done here. The final gate awaits. Hurry now, the time is at hand.
Hold on a minute. I do all that work for this guy, and he just wants me to lay down in my life for him? I don't think so, buddy. But I played along for now.
Lamb once slaughtered in the name of Captive God, ponder once, whose name does thou slaughter in now?
Everyone was happy with me back at the camp except Vincent, who was still spreading his goddamn lies. So I had to do something about that. Gathered everyone in the church, ran a sermon to unlock Might of the Devout 5, and used my last Heart of a Heretic to get the Red Crown power Omnipresence.
And now, we're also going to buy...
This actually let me return to my base at any point during a crusade. Not as useful as getting a respawn after I die, but still pretty good in certain cases.
And now, Vincent is gonna be in trouble.
Then I said bye-bye to Mr. Vincent as he became the past president of the Being Alive Club. Well, I don't know if he's dead exactly, it just says higher plane of existence. Whatever that means, I don't care, because he's not wreaking havoc on my cult anymore.
Also, Evelyn died. Rip Evelyn.
After my earlier upgrades, I was getting so much devotion. It was quite rare to unlock a divine inspiration upgrade. Now I was getting them all the time. I chose to spend this one on an upgrade for the shrine flame, getting me even more devotion. It's like a cheat code, man. I went back to Midas's cave to collect my offering. 463 gold is not bad.
Straight up, I'm just gonna cop these tarot cards so I get closer to that achievement.
Then I headed into the 5th gate and the one who waits to face him for the first time.
Let's just see what's going on. The gateway.
I merged into a mysterious room, but it required 20 followers, so I did a full 180 and got back to work gathering more followers for our cult. I came back to base and looked at who was still to be indoctrinated into my cult, and what do you know? I needed 7 and we had more than 7 people in there all ready to join the Guggers. This was enough, so I headed back to the gateway and performed the ritual. All of my followers surrounded me and I flew up to a white light.
Oh, I'm ascending. Oh, I get to choose my weapon. Wow.
I had a choice of 3 weapons and 3 curses. I instantly chose the Tempest Gauntlet 16 as well as the Ichor Throw. I had no idea what I was about to walk out into, but in another very real sense, I knew exactly what I was going to need to do. Kill this guy. I just didn't want to admit it to myself.
Now, why would I need a weapon if I'm facing the guy who's definitely chill and not gonna betray me?
I walked up to our buddy, the one who waits, and he demanded that I basically let myself die for him.
Vessel, I relinquish you from your service to the Red Crown. Return it to me and embrace the end that awaits. With this last sacrifice of my most devoted follower, I will be free. Finally, I will be free. Approach, Vessel, and lay down your life at my feet.
Not only that, but he kidnapped all of my followers and put them in cages. Not happy with that. So we refused, of course, and it all kicked off. I was immediately thrown into a fight with Ball, one of his 2 servants. Honestly, it was easy.
Alright, noob down, first noob down.
Next up was his 2nd servant, Ayim. This guy was a little trickier, but I still got him.
Alright, that Ichor is like brokenly strong. That's another noob down.
And now it was time for the real boss fight.
You think yourself victorious? You think yourself safe? Do not forget, you belong to me. Even after I've slaughtered you, your pain will not end. You cannot escape me, even in death.
He had a lot of the same attacks as his minions, but I had a strategy. I could farm his cultists that spawned for fervor, giving me an edge in the fight. I got a couple of hits in first, then backed off and played it safe. That was enough to get his health down to half, then it got a bit harder.
What the hell? Okay, that's definitely a second phase.
I took a few more hits and went down to 1.5 hearts, but he had only like 10% health left. I wasn't sure if my resurrection buff would work here though. Maybe he had some special power that blocked it. I didn't know if I could rely on that buff to save me here. I just had to try my best without it. But no, I did it. Knocked his health down to 0 and...
Do you believe me defeated? Do you think that is all to be for such... What? Okay, I don't even know what he's saying, bro. Yeah, I'm losing this, to be honest.
Stage 2. I knew this was going to be extremely difficult. I mean, just look at this dude, but I had to stick to my strategies if I had any hope of winning at all. Kill his minions to regain fervor, dodge the attacks, and jump in to get the hits. Okay, here we go.
No, not my cult members.
He sent out 3 floating eyeballs to kill me first, but despite all my efforts, I still only had 1.5 hearts, so I died. I failed, man. I took a break from this boss fight to focus a bit more on getting some achievements, knowing I would get back to it pretty soon. For now, I came back into the cult and made sure everyone was okay.
Goodbye, George.
Then I went back to face Shrummy and Knucklebones, bet 50 coins and won, then found the relic behind the lighthouse.
New relic. Fire 3 projectiles for each equipped tarot card. If you have no tarot cards, fire 2.
Next up, a trip to Midas Cave. This is a really good place for the 100% run, as I could buy a ton of tarot cards here, as well as unlock more follower forms and decorations for the base. I had a ton of devotion waiting for me at the base, so I could unlock another divine inspiration. Shrine Flame 3 was my choice. I didn't see any reason to veer away from my earlier strategy of upgrading the things that would give me the most devotion. There wasn't really many sermon upgrades left to unlock, but I did one more and got the final Might of the Devout, number 6. This would give me a good edge over the final fight. I summoned my demons and got ready to meet my maker once more. I kept to the same strategy, but this time I picked the Merciless Gauntlet and of course the Ichor Throw. I destroyed Ball and Aim as well as his first phase, but at the start of the second phase, I only had half a heart. I died, but I instantly got up again and tried once more. This time with better weapons. On this run, I played much better. I started the second phase with 4 hearts and a whole lot of confidence. After the one who waits eyeballs were defeated, his body was the target and it was a fight to the finish. Or, well, not really. I kind of bottled it away.
No way. I'll be so sad. The fumble, bro.
I tried once more, this time with the Merciless Sword and the Hounds of Fate.
No damage. Good start, good start, good start.
Finally, after figuring out how to properly utilize the Hounds of Fate, I did it. The one who waits was dead.
Did I win? Am I a winner? I am a winner. Defeat the one who waits.
And I got an achievement, do no evil.
You have supplanted me, a vessel no more, instead of crown-bearing deity. Damned lamb. Yeah, not a fan of lamb either. I'm at your mercy. Are you to be a vengeful false idol or a merciful coward? No longer can you blame your vile acts on me.
I chose to be kind and spared him. He became a follower in my cult. Phew, what a story. The main Code of Lamb game was done, but we were certainly not done here. I still got a couple of days left.
Let's go. I hope I can keep playing because I have that many achievements left. Wow.
I came back to the base and realized that I had unlocked 4 new fleeces. I did a brainwashing ritual to appease my mushroom friend Sozu.
Hello, Sozo. You did it, didn't you? You tasted the powder of the mushrooms. Yes, you're just like Sozu. Sozu knows you as a friend. Here, you must take this. A sign of friendship between 2 lovers of the menticide mushroom. Keep it safe. You can trust no one. No one.
Then I had to go back and build a mushroom sculpture, for which he gave me the blueprints for. I got a follow request from Arnold to find a dude in Darkwood, but as I left the cult, something happened.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, I walked in here and something's happening. What's going on? Okay. What is this? This is new.
Yeah, I got approached by a mysterious spirit who told me that I was now the god of death. And I had to free each of my bishops once more. And I knew what that meant. Free. Yeah, okay.
Oh, God. Now they're gonna be like freaking hard mode or something.
I headed into Darkwood to begin my crusade. I found Arnold's trapped friend, then got robbed by my new friend Midas. What a jerk, but I couldn't worry about that for too long. I got a new relic, the Transmogri gun, letting me turn a random enemy into a critter. What a weird name though. Getting this relic though made me realize that I only had 16 out of 37.
Oh my God, how am I gonna collect all these relics? Oh God.
I reached the end of the Darkwood fast and decided I was going to try and get the Leshy no damage achievement here. Yeah, I didn't even make it to the Leshy boss, man, dude.
That guy was insane. I got bad news, ASD. Goodbye, man. Okay, if I immediately die again. Okay, no, and I instantly kill him. Okay, we got a God tier. Don't know what that does either. I think I had a quest for it, though.
I gave the God tier that mysterious spirit guy, then I had to name them, so I called them Haley.
If you know, you know.
So every time I get a God necklace, I can give it to Haley and get one of those 4 things in return. A necklace, which I can give to followers, a Forgotten Commandment Stone, which would let me reroll a Doctrine, a Holy Talisman Fragment to unlock Fleeces, or a Follower Form. I really needed the Follower Forms and the Holy Talisman. I got a Dark Necklace, but I had no idea what it did, so the only thing I could do was test it out on one of my loyal companions. I came back to base, unlocked the Janitor Station, then hunted down my unsuspecting victim.
Alright, buddy, you're gonna be right into the cult and you're gonna get a Dark Necklace right away. How would you like to be given a gift of a necklace that I don't know what it does and it might kill you? What is this gonna do to him? I'm kind of scared. Okay, I guess we'll see.
It didn't seem to do anything at the time, so I went out to the cult to get more achievements and stuff. I met Plimbo in Smuggler's Sanctuary, gave him the Eye of Witness, and got a Talisman Fragment in return.
We'll get some more fleece eye soon.
But unfortunately, this is where we part ways with our cult, as day 100,
day 96 technically,
is finally upon us. But is this really the end for our woolly hero and his animal followers? Yes. 100% yes. I did not enjoy this game all that much, but thanks for sticking with us to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, thanks. Bye.